Just getting myself situated here. Hoping everybody's had a great day. Make sure you say hi so I know you're here. We can chat. Oh, hi, Beverly. How's your day been? Did you get to see the great-granddaughter? It is really beautiful weather here. I hope all you guys are having a good weather. To it. There we go. Hopefully that stays. Oh, it keeps sliding. That's the problem. I might have to get a new stand out. Oh, it's sliding again. Hey, Thomas from France. Oh, thank you, Amazon 213. I actually did make this sweater. It was a fun design. I did not create the design for it. I followed a pattern. But yeah, it's kind of fun making your own clothes because you can make them fit exactly the way that you want them to. And I love this. Like, I get to talk to people from all over. Thomas is in France. And I don't know, it's just so fun. How's the weather in France? We're having actually really, really nice weather. I wonder if I can turn this around for a second so you can see. Ah, see our nice weather? The community is the best part of it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The community is the best part. Amazon 213, I'm in Pennsylvania too. I agree, yesterday was kind of chilly and cloudy, but today is just so beautiful. Oh, the weather looks similar here, very springy. Nice, nice. I love spring. I love when everything's coming back. Pittsburgh, oh, you're very far away from me. I'm in Lancaster County. Hi, Doggy Life, great to see you. Can't stay long, that's okay. I enjoy every little bit that I do get to see you. Anything exciting going on? I'm doing great. I was just saying it's a beautiful day here. We're probably about in the 60s. There's a nice little breeze going on. Shoot, no stitch and tea together then. That would have been so fun. I keep trying to find people that are close enough, but everybody I met is far, which is fine because I would have never met you guys otherwise without YouTube. I love all the people here. So what's new? I put out the tutorial today for the sloth. I think it was last week that I was getting lots of requests for it. I was saying that if it went to 1K views the day of its release, which is today, then I'll do a giveaway, but it's not looking good. Last I checked, I think there was only 24 views. So it's gonna take a lot for it to get up to 1K, but that's okay. Trying to find my notes here. Oh my goodness. I was keeping notes of some of the people, oh, here it is, that are coming into the live so I can remember everybody's name. I'm still working on that sweater. I really, really want to do a cardigan style sweater. I haven't not been successful yet. This will be the second front panel of it. So I was starting down up and then just have to build up more length. I don't know what the name of this stitch is, but it's got like a little bit of a pop to it. Anybody else working on a project? Working for yourself, working for somebody else? Working for a tutorial? Cool, I'm gathering yarn for a Godzilla. Oh, cool. That'll be neat. Is it going to be like a really big one, or are you having a smaller one? I've seen some of the cutest like monkeys and apes and stuff that people have crocheted. They're adorable. At the rate I'm getting yarn kind of big. Ooh, nice, nice. I remember when I was younger, they were like places were selling like these stuffed monkeys that had Velcro on their hands, and you would put them around you and make them give you a hug and clasp their hands behind you. I don't know, I haven't seen those in a while, but they were really popular when I was young. But whenever I see some of those amigurumi for apes or monkeys or whatever, I always think of that little stuffed animal that was so popular when I was young. I never had one, but I thought they were cute. So we got a cardigan, we've got a Godzilla, a big one. What else is going on with you guys? What are you making? I also want to get started on the pattern that I'm going to be doing for the Christmas Advent. I want to start making the pattern for that. I'm making a bald eagle. Oh, cool. Is this going to be your design, or are you following a pattern? I've seen some of those really, really beautifully crocheted birds. I've not really had a ton of success with birds. There was, unfortunately I gave them away, I don't have them, but there was a bird where I made a bigger one and then I just followed the same pattern and used the thread yarn and then made a small one. Your pattern, so cool. But they were like, I don't know, they looked kind of like robins, except that they were all one color. It was like white. So hello. Gotta go, but I just wanted to bump in and say hi from France to everyone. Have a great live with Heather and watch the sloth tutorial. Thank you, Thomas. I'm glad that you popped in. Enjoy the rest of your time in France. It's great that you get to do some traveling. That's awesome. Yeah, if anybody gets the chance, watch the sloth tutorial. If it gets to 1K, I'm gonna views today. I'm gonna do a giveaway for this one. I know it's kind of slow, I'm sorry. I just heard my boys come home from school. I can see out front that they just drove in. So I have my windows open here too because it's letting in a nice breeze. It's warmed up a bit today. I love airing out my house. I don't know if you guys like to do that, but I love opening up the windows and getting fresh air in here. Feels so good. So that's what I'm doing right now. It seems like spring and fall are really about the only times we can do that comfortably here where I am. Because in the summer it gets way too humid and sticky. And then of course we have cold winters. Where else is everybody from here? I'm in Pennsylvania, United States. I know we just had someone from who was in France in this live. I almost said tutorial. Everybody's quiet. You're testing my ability to be able to talk to myself. I always wonder if it's okay to just, you know, be quiet and wait for the people who are in the live to start chatting, or if I'm supposed to keep a conversation going. I'm never really sure about that. Well, it's showing me that there are 5 of you on here, so, you know, feel free to pop in the chat if you have anything. Amazon 213 says depends on your style. I don't know if I have my style figured out yet. I just come on and see what happens, you know, because I always think it's so nice to talk to the people that I have, so, you know, the people that you can find that have things in common with you, that like yarn crafting and talking stuff. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly's in Florida and the weather is pleasant today. That's great. We're having that as well. The weather is really nice here. It's in the 60s and there's a nice little breeze, no humidity. Just the kind of day you want to open up. Amazon said I'm listening as I do chores before I can sit and crochet. I tend to do that too. I'll put the videos on while I'm making dinner, doing the laundry, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, nice. Kimberly has her house open too. It's just so nice letting the fresh air in. I haven't really had too much excitement over the past week, so not a whole lot to share. But I'm happy to talk about anything you guys might want to talk about. Congratulations on your Cal winning bots. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I haven't heard from the winner yet, so maybe I'll have to try to find their comment and go in and say, hey, you won. Get in touch with me. Amazon, plumbing issues here, so lots of laundry to disinfect. Oh, yes. That's never pleasant. Oh, I wish you were doing something a little more fun. But unfortunately, sometimes life throws you stuff that you have to take care of but don't want to. It's funny, I have 2 teenage sons, and I think they're looking forward to growing up and being able to like do what they want. But I said, you know, there's just that balance. You know, when you're a kid, maybe you don't always get as many freedoms as you'd like, but you also don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about plumbing issues. You don't have to worry about, you know, those kind of things that adults have to worry about. But then as an adult, you get those freedoms, but you have to make sure you can afford those freedoms and, you know, have a job and take care of all the chores, all the cooking. Last load just went in the washer, so almost done. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, they don't know yet. That's the truth. That's the truth. But I remember thinking the same way when I was a teenager. You know, you have no, even if you get a job, you still don't have any idea of what it's like to keep it all together until you have to do it. So they'll get there. They both have birthdays coming up in a couple of weeks. They're not twins, but they were both born in the same month. So they're about 15 and 17. So they're getting closer to that age. So what's everyone's favorite project that they made? I might be wearing my favorite project. My family calls that Irish twins. We're Irish. Very cool. I was a little bit older when I had kids, so we weren't wasting any time in between kids. Had the first one and then boom, tried again for the next one, not that much later. I feel like that's a trend with me. I always do everything a little bit later than everybody else does. Got married a little later, had kids a little later. But that's okay. Everybody goes their own pace. There's advantages and disadvantages to being older parents. Same with being younger parents. Oh, hi, Vima. Vima, right? Vima. I was trying to remember that I was saying it correctly. I'm so glad that we got connected. I think that is so cool. I love your videos. And it's fun seeing you on YouTube now. Amazon 213. My favorite is a pillow repair for my cousin. Cool. It's faux fur, but it is on a knit base. I'm repairing runs in it. Oh, wow. Wow, that's quite a task. I've never gotten really good at fixing knitting problems. So all the power to you. Vima asked how I was doing. I'm doing pretty well. It's been kind of a slow week for me here, so I don't have any exciting news to share. I'm just kind of going with the flow here, crocheting my project and seeing what everybody wants to talk about. I'm glad we met too, Vima. Hi, Lore. I didn't remember how you told me to pronounce that. I think I was saying Laura and you said that was correct, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm glad that you're all here. This is so fun. So, has anybody had an exciting week? Anything crazy happen? Yes, okay. I'll say Laura. New subscriber for you, Vima. Awesome, Vima. She's so nice. Vima is so nice. She's a great channel. You guys should all go check her out. She's got some really cool tutorials and stuff too. I liked the egg. She had a tutorial to make an Easter egg, and then she had a second tutorial to add decoration to that crocheted egg. It was really, really pretty. What did I say Lower the first time or lore? Oh. Sometimes I wish we could. I love finding new crochet folks to follow. You never know who will do something that just clicks. That's so true. That is so true. You're welcome, Bima. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it. I was really happy that we were. Oh, now this side. Lore. L-O-R-E, like L-O-R-E. I'm forgetting how I'm saying it. I'm a wreck over here. I'm sorry. Hi, Cricket. How's it going? It's great to see you. Lore. Is that lore? Lore? Okay, lore. Okay, I have to remember. I'm going to actually write that one down because I think I wrote you down before as being somebody who came in here, but I didn't rate the pronunciation. There we go. I have Vima down here too. I put a V and then an M-A so that I can remember to say it correct. Are you talking to me, Vima? If you are, that's so sweet. I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or Amazon. She said, you're an amazing person and a beautiful soul. If that was for me, thank you so much, and ditto back. I'm coming to America this year. Exciting. Where are you now? What country are you in? Amazon. That doesn't mean she can't recognize that. Thank you so much, Vima. I write back at you. I totally think that about you too. It's amazing how you can meet somebody and then like feel that instant friendship, you know, and that's what I've felt with most of you guys. You know, you come in and like we have that instant friendship that forms. You know, we can follow each other and then make that even stronger. I'm just gonna write Laura's channel name down because I'm not sure if I'm following you or not. I want to if I'm not. D-A-J-A-N-I. Palestine, and I am Arab, and I speak Arabic, English, and French. Very nice. Where are you coming in the United States? Where in the United States are you visiting? Vima said heart-to-heart connection. It's amazing how that happens. It really is. And, you know, I'm just so grateful for YouTube. Both of my grandmothers both crocheted, and one of my grandmothers crocheted and knitted. And every time I get on YouTube, I keep thinking they would have loved this because I don't know that they knew a lot of people who shared that passion. They were both of them were always constantly working on a project. I remember that. So I keep thinking, you know, just a couple of generations and now things are so much different. We can find those people that we have those connections with, those shared interests, and the ability to get on and talk to each other. One of my grandmother's um, she had a pen pal. I guess when she was in school, they had a pen pal from somebody in a different country. And I think it was England that her pen pal was from. And they would write slow mail back and forth with each other. And they kept it up until my grandmother passed away. I think she passed away before her friend did. And I thought, how amazing would it have been if they would have been able to meet. I mean, even if they could never meet in person, but like meet through social media, like Facebook or Instagram, or if they could have done some FaceTime chat with each other. I think they would occasionally talk on the phone, but it was back then, before cell phones, it was so expensive to try to call out of the country that had to be like a special treat. Cricket said, "This community is the greatest, always caring." I agree. And there's always people giving. Like every time I get on people's crochet channels, there's always people who are giving, like to charities and stuff like that, hats and washcloths and various other things. Lore Indianapolis, can I ask, are you going to Gen Con by chance? Vima said, I know, it's just magical. I agree. It's great. And I feel bad, like, for my grandparents who didn't have this opportunity. I'm glad for us, though, because, we get to take advantage of that and we get to grow our friendships here. I think that's great. I look forward to this every week, being able to chat. Where I don't know too much. So every summer, this year it's the beginning of August, in Indianapolis, there's a convention called Gen Con. It's a gaming convention. And I thought maybe perchance you were going there. I go there every year. I'm going to be there this year too for Gen Con. So I thought, hey, if you're going to Gen Con in Indianapolis, maybe we can find each other there. It looked like you were trying to write Indianapolis. That's what I got from that. And you're very, very close. Oh, sorry, no, I hope next time. Oh, bummer. That would have been a funny coincidence if we were both going. I hope we could meet too, Vima. That would be so fun. Are you in the United States? I don't know if we said last week. I can't remember if we did, and I apologize if we did already say it. No, dear. Oh, bummer. Well, Laura, I give you a lot of credit. You're doing very well with English here. Oh, Vima's from India. Okay. Well, if you're ever in the United States, let me know. But I give a lot of credit to people who come in and they don't speak English as their first language, but you're still in here and chatting and communicating. I think that's amazing. I only know English, so I would struggle so much if I had to try to talk to somebody in a language that wasn't my native one. Sid, I'm so glad you're here. It's great to see you. Have you been out in the garden today? I know Thomas was on earlier and he said English is his third language. I was like, wow. But I wouldn't have known. He must just have a really good knack for languages because, even though he has a little bit of an accent, I can understand perfectly clear everything that he says. He's from Totally Fierce Crochet. I love that channel, by the way, if you ever want to check him out. He's got some really great designs, and he's a super, super nice person. Vima said, my brother is in Richmond, Virginia. Okay. That's probably the button for chatting with the phone, and I don't want that. I don't know why. For some reason, my phone is not fitting on the stand today. I'm sorry. I'm going to see if I can put this little padding back on my stand, so you get a peek at my mess. All right, let me see if that helps. It's starting to annoy me. Oh yeah, I think that's holding it better. All right, let me see what's going on. Oh, did I say, I think Richmond, Virginia is probably about 2.5 hours away from where I am. So, I mean, it could be worse. Laura said, my mom and dad surprised me for my birthday with a passport. For 10 years, it was my dream to come to the USA. Congratulations. Are you going to be here for 10 years then? Or for 10 years, it's been your dream? Oh, Vima, English isn't my first language too. English is my third language. Oh, I give you guys so much credit. You're doing so well. I would have never known. I mean, I honestly would have never known. I would be struggling so much if I had to try to communicate in another language. I did a little bit of Duolingo with Spanish, but gosh, I think people would fall over laughing if they ever heard me try to speak Spanish. But I think I can understand a little bit. Sweet Pea said, it's good seeing you too. Not today, but was in it all day Sunday, the gardening. We put a fence around the garden. Oh, I need to do that too. I need a fence around my garden. I don't know if we'll do it this year or not. I've been asking my husband for a while, so we'll see. A while meaning more than 1 year. And got sunflowers in the ground yesterday. Oh, that's nice. We're still not warm enough yet here for anything like that. If I were going to be doing peas, I could do that now. But you know, because it's still possible for us to get a frost. We're still down into like the 30s and 40s at night here. Welcome back, Doggy Life. Camille's Creations, hi. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing something. If you want, to let me know in the chat if I'm mispronouncing something, I won't be offended. I'd rather say your names the right way. Vima, oh great, my brother and his family is in there. Camille said, it's hard. Hubby speaks 4 languages. He and daughter try to teach me and it doesn't stick. Oh, you're just kind of in the same boat as me, although I don't live with anybody who speaks another language. So we're all just strictly English here. I always thought it would be great to know another language though. It's almost like you could have a secret conversation going on with somebody if you knew another language. Laura said, no, a passport to go to the U.S. every 1 year, and I have 10. Oh, okay. Is that more clear? Yes, I gotcha. I gotcha, Laura. Well, that's really exciting. I hope you enjoy your time here. Vima said, whenever I'll be visiting him, I'll surely meet you for sure. Yeah, because 2.5 hours is nothing compared to you being in India. And, unfortunately, I just don't think I'll probably ever make it to India in my lifetime. So, but it would be great if you came here to visit. We would have to video our meeting if you did that. Wouldn't that be fun to show that on YouTube? I've had a chance to meet a couple of YouTubers. But, you know, for the most part, everybody's been too far away. But luckily we have this kind of forum to keep up our friendships. Vima, thank you, dear. Sometimes it really difficult to get the word in one language and explain to somebody else in another language. Lots of brain work and sometimes brain fog. I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, that's why I give you guys so much credit for being able to do that, go back and forth between languages, and to be so clear. I think the best way to learn the language is just to kind of talk to people in who speak that language, you know, and let that, hopefully it's somebody nice who can correct you gently and not make you feel embarrassed. That's why I would be so worried about ever speaking Spanish, the very little that I know, because I have a feeling that people would just make fun of me so badly for trying to speak that language. And I know I've been corrected. There are some kids in our school who speak Spanish, and we were learning in science class, they were learning about carnivores and herbivores and stuff like that. And there was a kid in there whose first language was Spanish. And I said, yeah, carnivore, you know, meat eaters, just like the word carne. And then he kept trying to correct me because I guess you roll your tongue on that a little bit, like carne or something like that. But, you know, to him, hopefully he remembered that word. I think it helped him remember the word. But to him, I never said the word correctly. So I was like, oh my gosh, if I can't get one word right, how would I ever speak, you know, a whole sentence or a whole conversation? Hi, Donna. Great to see you. Have you had anything exciting happen to you this week? We're just kind of doing light chit chat. We're talking about how there are a lot of people in here who speak more than one language. And oh, you're dyeing yarn. Are you recording it while you're doing it, or you just do that behind the scenes? That always looked kind of fun to me, but I've never done it. Oh, what colors are you using, Donna? Yeah, I forgot to ask that too. Using food coloring. Oh, okay. Now, will that eventually fade away after a while, or does that permanently dye the yarn? I don't know anything about dyeing yarn. Vima was editing my new video. Cool. Yeah, I imagine if you're doing a video that's not in your main language, it probably is a little bit slower to edit it. Donna said blue, green, purple, red shouldn't fade. Oh, that's interesting. Awesome. Dyeing wool or what protein fiber? Sid is really good at making yarn. Yeah, if you don't know Sid, you should check out her channel. She's got the coolest yarns. Donna said it's wool. Yeah, that sounds really pretty. The nice thing about creating your own yarn, spinning your own yarn, or yarn, yeah, I can't talk today. Spinning your own yarn or dyeing your own yarn or both is that, you know, you can get it just exactly the way you want, and things that you couldn't buy in ways that you couldn't buy. I saw your 10-gram minis in your video when you were showing your yarn. That's pretty cool. Oh, they were undyed. Laura said, can you please my other comment? Did I miss your comment? I'm really sorry, Laura. Let me go back. Oh, I did miss that. I'm sorry. I don't, sometimes it's scrolling up and I miss something. Thank you for letting me know. You guys can all let me know if I've missed something. Laura said, I want to say thank you for giving us credit for the English. Do you know I get the highest grade? Oh, wonderful. My teacher never saw someone like me. I got full mark on my finals test. Sorry so much to tell. That is amazing. So it sounds like you, and I'm sorry that I missed that comment, Laura. Thank you for having me scroll back up. It sounds like you have a knack for languages. And I think there are some people who are just really, really good at being able to pick up other languages. That's a really, really great skill. And I'm jealous. I can't do that. Vima, it's 1 a.m. here. Goodness, you're a night owl. It's only 3:30 here. So I guess I'm living in the past, right? Yeah, you guys are before us. So, oh, Vima of the future, tell us what we should look for. Fancy Fire. Donna said, great, Laura. Laura said, no, it's okay. Yeah, just let me know if I've missed something. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep all of them here. Sid said, that's awesome, Laura. Thank you, Donna. Vima said, I have to go to sleep, dear. Be for a few more minutes. Okay, I totally understand. 1 a.m., I'm definitely asleep by then. So I appreciate you staying up and visiting, though. It was so nice to see you. And hopefully we'll see each other again on our videos. I'll be here next week, too. I'm trying to keep consistent with Tuesday lives. Everyone's saying good night. Laura, do you have people that where you are that you can practice English with? I was wondering if it was just because you learned it so well in school or if you were able to have the opportunity to practice. I mean, I guess YouTube is also another, just at school. I give you so much credit. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say YouTube is probably a great place where you can practice your English. How do you think you're doing here talking with us? Do you understand what we're saying pretty well? You're doing very well in the comments with your writing. So it seems like you're doing well with understanding everything. Vima said, sure, dear, I would love to be for some more time. I'll be here next time for sure. Okay, I'll see you next week, Vima. And, if we do some videos, hopefully we can, say hi to each other in the comments. Hi, I saw your short video, Lacy Hand Crochet Shawl. Is it your pattern? Where can I find it? Greetings from the Netherlands. Wow, we're getting people from all over the place. And I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. My short video, Lacy Hand Crochet Shawl. I'm trying to remember what that was. Is it one of my older ones? I'll have to look that one up. If it's a shawl that I was showing, it's either someone else's pattern or it's in a video tutorial. I do have playlists And in my playlist, they're all my video tutorials. I don't have any written patterns for shawls. So if you want to try to find it, it would either be, it's either, like I said, it's either somebody else's design or it's in with one of my playlists. Amazon said, congratulations, that's hard work. English is terrible. Yeah, I know, I know. Doggy Life said, sorry, I'm back. Family members are on news. I hope for good things. That's exciting though. You get to see people in your family on the news. Like I said, I hope it's for something good though. Lore said, yes, I understand every single word. Good for you. That's awesome. Oh, I struggle with other languages. Sid said, yes, English is a hard language to learn. I have heard that. Vima said, good night, Donna. Yes, you showed it at a lake. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm sorry it's not ringing a bell, but if there is a tutorial for it, it would be in my playlist. I think I have a playlist for shawls or wraps or something like that. So if it's not in there, then it must have been that I made somebody else's pattern and I was just showing it. So, Lord, don't worry about your spelling. I'm certainly able to easily understand what you're writing. Oh, hi, Teresa. Teresa's on. Woohoo! I'm a little bit behind. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling down. Oh, Nature Fairy. Hi. You are Abigail. It's great to see you. I'm glad that you popped in. Oh, Sid, thank you. She said, your sloth that came out today is too cute. So today I dropped a tutorial for this, and I said that if the tutorial got 1K views on its release day, which is today, then I would do a giveaway for the sloth. I have my own that is hanging up there. This one I want to keep. But this is the one that I made for the tutorial. So we'll see. Last I checked, I think there were 20 views. So it's not looking good for making it to 1K views on its release day, but that's okay. Sid is saying hi to Teresa. Vima said hi. Sweet Pea, hey, the Nature Fairy. Abigail. Amazon said, yes, don't worry about spelling. English is my first language and I type horribly. Yeah. Lore said, but the thing is, why does English have so many rules like the modal verbs? I didn't make it up. I know. It's so tricky. One thing I do like about the English language that I find tricky about other languages is when you use the word the, it's for everything. But in some languages, there's like a female version of the, there's a male version of the, and there's a neutral version of the. So like in English, you just have to remember the sun is up. It's not masculine or feminine or neutral. It's just the sun. Oh, Amazon's going to watch the sloth. Thank you. Woohoo. Oh, Abigail crocheted a fairy. Did you show it in a video yet? I am subscribed to you, so I'm going to look for it if you showed it in a video, because I bet it's so cute. Watch again. And I oh, you did. Okay, I'm a little bit behind, and posted a video of it on my other channel called Cozy Crochet and Hobbies. I think I'm on that one, so let me I can't double check right now, because if I get out of this, then I mess everything up with the live. But Cozy Crochet and Hobbies. Okay, I'm gonna see if I did find and subscribe to that one. Sid, that's so true. She said, but then you have words that either sound or are spelled the same but mean different things. Yeah, that's got to be tricky. That's got to be tricky. Yeah, everything else is hard about English, but at least the is easy. That's where I get stumped in some languages. So if I want to talk about something, I'm like, is this something I want to talk about considered feminine, considered masculine? So that I know how to address it. Laura, I am guessing that you probably do better with grammar, and especially like grammar from school, than some of the kids that, only speak English. Oh, Abigail said, I'm going to crochet a mini pink and white bear. That sounds so cute. When you say mini, do you just mean small, or do you mean like the mini made with like the thread yarn I have right over here? I've done a few things with thread yarn that are teeny. Hi, Janet. Great to see you. We're just talking about, I'm giving a lot of people in the comment section a lot of credit, because there's a lot of people in the comment section that English is either their second or their third language. And, by the way that they're writing, I would have never known. I really only speak one language, so I can't even imagine. Oh, Abigail said small. Doggy Life said, sorry, I'm trying to crochet. Don't be sorry for that. That's what I'm doing too. I'm trying to make my own cardigan. I've been trying to make a cardigan that I would like to wear. I made a cardigan from a pattern that I thought looked really pretty. And then after I got it done and put it on, I'm like, oh, I would never wear this. So now I'm kind of making my own pattern up. I already did one. This is a front panel. I already did one. This would be the second front panel. And then I'd make the back and kind of sew the pieces together and get the arms on it and everything. Laura said, sometimes my siblings or parents ask for meanings in English. That's nice that you know it well enough for that. Sid said, guess I'm jumping on the Amy train as well. I have Stitch from Lilo and Stitch to do, and an octopus. Oh, fun. Very fun. I like doing amigurumi. I think that they're fun. Ah, Teresa said she's working on amigurumi pattern or orders today. Are you working on that doll? I know that last I saw, Teresa was working on 2 different dolls. Oh, thank you. Doggy Life said that's pretty. Thank you. I'm hoping that once it's done, I'll still think it's pretty and I'll wear it. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I have a bunch of amigurumi up here. There's the axolotl, the sloth, there's my octopus, and then the dragon right here, the purple one, is my design. I don't have a tutorial for it, but I have a written pattern for it. Maybe someday I'll do that, but that would be a long tutorial to do this. This was very time consuming. And I definitely, after I did that pattern, I had the pattern up on Etsy to sell, but I was like, oh, I need a break. I can't do another one for a tutorial. But yeah, these down here, these are bags actually with drawstring. So there's a dragon head and then there's a drawstring at the back, and you can use that to store, whatever you want in there. And then there's the froggy one right here. This was a doll that I made, but again, like I was talking with Teresa, I was like, oh, doing hair for dolls in crocheting is so time consuming. So Teresa said, yes, I just finished Lunette now and have to put hair on Molly. Okay, so it was kind of a hair day. Finish up the hairs for you. Does anybody have exciting plans for dinner? Or I'm guessing some of you have already had dinner, but Sid said, gotta run. About time to start evening feeding and dinner. Yeah, I was just thinking about dinner too. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, everyone. Sid, it was so great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us. If you guys haven't watched Sweet Pea Sid's inspirations, you should go check her out. She does a lot of making her own yarn. She does a lot of crocheting. She does a lot of knitting. So I'm very impressed by the yarn that she creates, though. That's really, really cool. I have a crock pot dinner tonight, which is nice. I don't have to think about it. We're having, I guess a lot of people call it sloppy Joe. It's when you have like barbecued beef and you put it in a sandwich. We usually eat it with some chips and fruit. So that's what we're having tonight. But we just call it barbecue. But if you know what a sloppy Joe is, it's pretty much a sloppy Joe. Very messy sandwich, but delicious. Nobody else is thinking dinner, huh? I'm probably in the wrong time zone for everybody. Well, if you've already had dinner, what did you have for dinner tonight? It will be interesting to hear all the different meals. Teresa, I have no idea what I'm making for dinner. Oh, I imagine it's a little bit more difficult when it's just two people than with a whole family. Janet said, I make my own sloppy joes too. Nice. It's so much better when you have your own recipe, your own ingredients. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. I remember before we had kids, and a lot of times, I mean, we were both working decent jobs before we had kids, so a lot of times we would just eat out. We ate out a lot back then. Since having kids, it's mostly just cooking at home. Janet said, I make a Bisquick chicken pie that I made yesterday. We're eating it tonight. Oh, that sounds delicious. Is that like similar to a chicken pot pie? I love chicken pot pie, but I'm the only one in my family who would eat it. I made it once and everybody was like, oh, this is disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. So I savored it and then I said, well, I guess I'm never eating one of these again. Teresa likes the chicken pot pie too. Isn't it great? I love it. both of my boys have birthdays in next month, and so it's one of our birthday traditions is you get to pick where we eat out on your birthday. So we'll get to eat out twice next month. Heating leftover, Donna said heating leftover Korean style beef and rice. Oh, that sounds delicious. Ooh, that does sound so good. And I can already tell you if it's the same place that they've gone every year. It's hilarious because my older son, the only place he wants to go on his birthday is Chick-fil-A. I'm like, you have the chance to pick any restaurant and you pick Chick-fil-A. But we'll go there if that's what he chooses. We'll go there. And then my younger son, he has more expensive taste. He always likes to go to Outback or it might be one of the other, I don't remember if it's Outback or there's another steak place that's around here, but he always wants a steak. And the place that we go on your birthday, they let you sit on a like a saddle that's on a chair, you know, like you're riding a horse. He loves that. No sophisticated palate for him. Outback, yum. I agree. I figure, like, you know, Chick-fil-A is kind of a place that is more of like something that you could do anytime, but, you know, eating at a really nice, fancy place is something that would be special for your birthday, but that's what he picks. The funny thing is, of the two of them, Janet says, I always want spicy chicken sandwiches or tenders. Yeah, they're pretty good. Like it's a good place to eat. You know, I like Chick-fil-A, but it's just, you know, I would think you'd want something fancier. And I was going to say the funny part about that is that my older son has more of like he'll eat anything. He'll try anything. You know, we were all there was one point in his life where he's like, how come we never have lima beans? Because he either read a book that was talking about lima beans, this was when he was younger, or somebody said something about lima beans, and I said, I'm sorry if you like lima beans, but I said lima beans are like the most disgusting vegetable that I've ever eaten, and my husband feels the same way. So I did end up buying him a can of lima beans, and he loved them. So he basically will eat anything. He loves to try new foods, but he wants to eat at Chick-fil-A. And then my younger one is so picky. You know, there's so many things that he doesn't. Oh, Donna loves lima beans. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you, but to me, it's like, that's the worst vegetable ever. And I do like vegetables. I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, vegetable, no way. You know, I do like vegetables. I just don't really like lima too much. So Donna said, do you have a Saltgrass Steakhouse there? We don't, no. But I'm guessing we would probably like that. Janet likes limas too. Oh no, don't think badly of me, I'm sorry. Limas are good, add butter. I don't know what it is about them. I don't think it's a texture thing. I think it's more of like a taste thing. Like it's not just, I don't know. Donna said they do have a weird texture, lima beans, good with corn too. Yeah, as a mix, they're better. I've had them mixed in with other vegetables before and it's more tolerable, but I still am not a fan, and I could still taste it when I get a bite that has the lima bean in it. I'm like, so. Janet, it's hard to get my husband to eat various vegetables. Oh, sorry to hear that. I know there are some people who just really don't want to eat vegetables at all. And I'm not like that. I like salads, I like beans, I like peas, I like all kinds of stuff. But just for some reason, the lima beans. I am dying. I should look up a recipe for it. I'd really like to try fresh artichokes. I've had canned artichokes and I was not a fan. but I wonder if it's different when you eat them fresh as opposed to canned. Ooh, Teresa likes all veggies. Good for you. That makes it easier. I think I like a lot. Definitely not all, but oh, except beets. Yeah, I'm not a fan of beets either. Now I sound like I don't like any vegetables. I like most. I love onions. I love lettuce. I love salad. I love beans. I love peas. I love carrots. Oh, Donna, you don't like cucumbers. I love cucumbers. We have a split in our house too. We have 2 who like cucumbers and 2 who don't. I grew some last year, but they started off doing really well and then they just kind of dudded out. So, Donna said I grew up on artichokes. Get fresh. Yeah, I wondered if they tasted better fresh. I don't know how to cook them though. Do you have to peel anything or do you just eat them? I'm sorry, I've never, like, when I grew up, we never had artichokes in our house. And I'm trying to taste stuff, you know, that maybe I haven't ever had before, especially vegetables. Donna said steam them. Do you just steam them as they are, or do you have to like peel something off? Because like I noticed they kind of, you know, look like they have little pieces to off. Cut off the upper third. Okay. Okay. Now I'm definitely going to have to try them. I've always been kind of afraid because I didn't know how to cook them. You know, not that I was afraid to try them. I just wasn't sure how to cook them. I've been, for lunch, I've been trying to eat healthier lunches. So for lunch, I've been mixing couscous with a variety of vegetables. And this is where I've been trying different vegetables that I hadn't been exposed to before. That's where I got the canned artichoke, and I mixed them in, and it was okay. You know, it was okay, especially mixed in with the couscous and the other vegetables. But you know, it wasn't my favorite. That's why I was wondering if they were better fresh. Oh my gosh, look who's here. Shannon, how are you doing? Shannon from Another Yarn. I haven't had the chance to talk to you in a while. We're just talking about vegetables and speaking different languages and all kinds of things here. Nothing too crazy. And I'm trying my hand at a cardigan because so far I haven't made a cardigan that I liked well enough to wear. So I've already done one front panel and I'm working on the second front panel. So this is what I have so far. This is just a made up thing. It's not following a pattern. Donna said you have meat on the end of each leaf. Dip in lemon butter. Ooh, that sounds good. Eat all till you get to the heart. Oh, good. I wondered about that. So you steam it and then you dip it in lemon butter. I'm going to have to try that. Lots of highs. Oh, thank you. Janet said pretty. Hopefully when it's done, it's pretty. Hopefully it'll be something I wear. Peel off each leaf. Do you just mean peel it off the center, or like is there a skin on the leaf that I have to peel off? Yes, from the center. Okay. Okay. So I basically eat each for better lack of better word, leaf. I know it's not a leaf, but like I basically eat each one of those, and they're good as they are. You just steam them and then dip them in lemon butter. Oh, Teresa, thank you. She said she loves my top. This is not my design, but this, I did make the top. This was, if I think for a minute, I'll get it. Oh my goodness. I know I'll think of it. Nomad Stitches, Nomad Stitches. She has a YouTube channel and she sells a lot of really beautiful clothing on Etsy. But this was her design and I love it. She did a really beautiful job. It was an easy pattern to follow. And I love wearing this. I get a lot of compliments on it when I wear it to school. Thank you. It is one of my favorites. I keep looking through her patterns. I'm like, ooh, which pattern do I want to get next? Okay, we had a good question. How do you not get? I'm wearing a cami under this, so I'm not showing anything indecent. Yeah, you're right. It's very, very lacy and you can see through it. But I've worn different color camis under this. I've worn the white, which shows the pattern the best. And then I've worn a black shirt underneath, which is okay, but it's just that this shirt's a dark color, so the black doesn't show the pattern as nicely. And then I think I've worn like a light tan one, and that one was okay, but I thought the white cami underneath this showed the pattern the best. But yeah, this wouldn't be something that you could wear just on its own. You'd have to wear something underneath of it. So this is just, I mean, I can show you, it's just like a sleeveless cami. It's not my private things that I wouldn't want to show anybody. Is that knit? No, it's not knit. This is crochet. Nomad Stitches is really good at coming up with patterns that almost look knitted, and it's not like a weird stitch. It's mostly all double crochets. In fact, I think the whole thing is double crochets, but it's just a matter of skipping certain stitches. She came up with the design. So like on this row, it's like you skip you do a chain one and skip a stitch on every certain number stitch, and then this row. So it is done in the round, which is nice. It's really nice when it's top down. So you start up here with the ribbing and then go down. Yeah, I would definitely, she doesn't even know I exist, so I'm not like, she's not one of my friends that I'm promoting or anything like that, but I've just found from experience that I do like her designs. I think the pattern for this was like 10 pages long because she gives really good explanations. She also has everything in multiple sizes. So I think this went from like extra small to 5X. So I still have the pattern, so if I ever wanted to make it in a different size, I could do that. You're not buying just your size. The pattern, at the time I thought it was a little bit pricey. I think I paid like $9 or $10 for the pattern. But after looking at the pattern, I thought, oh, yeah, it is a paid pattern. But she does have tutorials for some of her things on her YouTube channel. So if you wanted to look on her YouTube channel, you might be able to find something. I'm not sure if this is on the YouTube channel, but I should have checked that first before I bought the pattern, but that's okay. I have the pattern now and it's always there. And, you know, like I said, I thought it was expensive, but for what you get, it's actually kind of cheap. You know, 10 pages worth of a pattern and all kinds of different sizes and very, very well explained. Tons of pictures. Yeah, Nomad, Nomad. Let me see if I can find her on a different device here. And then I could show, not finding her channel. Oh, I just read the same one twice. Let me see. Nomad Stitches. I guess she would be happy that I was promoting her channel. Like I said, I don't know her. She doesn't even know I exist, so this isn't me, you know, trying to promote a friend or anything. It's just that I really like her designs. And she does mostly clothing. So here's what her channel looks like. You know, while I'm here, I'll see if she has a tutorial for this shirt. Oh, she does. Oh, I don't know if it's a tutorial for it. It just says top-down yokes explained. But this is her pattern. I just made it longer. Like I saw that pattern and I was like, oh, it is so pretty. But this is the pattern that I bought right here. But she wore it real short too. But I thought I can get that and I can just add more length to it so that it's comfortable for what I do. No, that's not the tutorial for how to make that. She's just talking about top-down shirts there. But let me scroll down. I'll take a peek. She does have some really cool designs. Yeah. Did you find it then, Teresa? Here we go, pattern tutorials. I think we're all trying to find her. Oh, she found it. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, she does have, and that's the name of her Etsy store too, Nomad Stitches, spelled the same way. So, yeah, I'm not finding a specific tutorial for this other than she used this to show how to do a top-down design. So, you know, you might have to buy it. But if you go to her Etsy store, she has some really, really beautiful sweaters. Like I said, I keep going over there thinking, what do I want to get next? What's the next one? So, yeah, I think I'm going to do one more row with you guys. I'm going to come back this way, and then I'm going to probably sign off. I can smell my dinner from here. I'm starting to get hungry. And I have 2 teenage boys in the house, so I can't delay dinner for too long. I'm really excited, though, that all of you came and joined this live with me. I know there was nothing like specific that we were talking about. We just kind of went with the flow and went with what everybody was wanting to talk about. But I have a good time. You know, I really enjoy the friendships that we build doing this. That's why I want to try to continue doing this every week. So I'll definitely be back next Tuesday, and we can just chat on chat about whatever's on everyone's mind. So glad I was able to join it. I'm glad too, Teresa. That was nice that you were able to pop in and see you learned a new clothing designer there too. Oh, good. Donna found her too. Yeah, like I said, it's not like promoting a friend or anything, but I do like her designs. I think if she were ever, Teresa, if she were ever to do Battle of the Stitches, we would have no shot. All right, I'm almost there. This was nice because I did get to add a little bit of length to this while we got to chat, and it would be awesome if she did. Maybe I should, I don't think I didn't contact her. Maybe I should contact her. She doesn't know I exist though. So I don't know if she would agree to it, but hey, I guess it never hurts to ask. I've actually seen her. You know that thing that you have, Teresa, where you can you put it on your body and you can crochet on it. I think you're affiliated with that company. I forget what they're called, but it's almost like those nursing pillows, but they're a different shape. But it just reminds me of the nursing pillows. She actually was on a commercial for one of those. Yes, the Valari pillow. That's right. She was on a commercial for one of those. I saw it on TV. I was like, well, I know her. That, well, I don't really know her, but it's like, I know who that is. That's Nomad Stitches. So I don't know if she would have time. She's, I guess, pretty famous. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. When I saw her, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I recognize her. All right, I'm at the end of the row. Thank you again, guys. I really enjoyed our time together, and I look forward to next Tuesday and getting a chance to hang out again. So you guys have a good week. If you want to get in touch, my email is stringsandthreads@yahoo.com. So we can stay in touch that way too if you wanted to chat at all in midweek, you know, between Tuesdays. So have a great week, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.